Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So on today's video I'm going to show you how I make up these coconut husk blocks. So as you can see, this one is from Viper Bedding, which if you're from the UK then you can pick these up. I'm not too sure if they do it anywhere else, but I know it's definitely over here in the UK. But it's the same if it's a reptichip block or anything like that. The concept is still the same. So it says on here it makes up around 80 litre minimum. So I've got my box down here. This is a 80 litre storage box. It normally fills it up to around about this sort of line anyway, so near enough fills it up all the way. So what I tend to do with these is I tend to use about 3 of these jugs of hot water. So this is you can't really see it on here, but a 2 litre jug. So I tend to do 3 of them at first, and then I see if it needs any more. And then if it does, I come in with a bit more of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it into the box. What I tend to do is I cut around the edges here with a knife and then stick it into my box, and then I'll start pouring the water on. So what I'll do is I'll get it all prepped up and then I'll come back. So as you can see, I've cut the front of the box off, so we're just left with it all exposed here at the front. And then what I'll do is I'll get my jug of warm water. So this is just as hot as the tap will go. And then I'll just slowly pour it on, making my way around to all the corners, making sure they're all covered. You don't want to pour it on too quickly because you want to get in all of the corners. Make sure it's going all the way through the block. In the middle is not too bad if you sort of just pour it on there, but you want to get into all the little corners. It's already starting to expand already. So yeah, get round into all the corners. Take your time with this. You don't want to lose too much water around the edges and around the sides. You want it sort of going into all of the block. It's actually quite hard to do this with one hand, but make sure you get into all the corners, get them nice and wet, and that is the first one done. And as you can see, it's already starting to expand. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on the camera, but you can hear it all bubbling away. And then what I'll do is I'll repeat that step another twice. You see it's already coming up over the sides. Some parts are even dropping off already. So yeah, repeat this another 2 times and then I'll come back once I've done that. So I've just finished putting the 3rd jug in, and you can see from the side here how much it's expanded, and stuff's already starting to spill up over the edges and all sorts. And you could probably come in now, as you can see, and just break it away. But what I tend to do is I take the lid, I'll put that on, leave that for about half hour, and then I'll come back and it will be a lot easier to break away. So what I'll do is I'll leave that for 30 minutes and then I'll come back and show you how easy it is to break it all up. So it's been about 20 minutes and I've just taken the lid off, and as you can see, you can just grab handfuls of it and just get it all apart. I just find it easier to leave it for a little while just to let it all clear out. As you can see, I can just come in, take it all apart. What I'll do is then grab it from underneath, grab the bag, turn it over, take it all out. And then I can just start tearing chunks off. This is when you come in and you might think, oh, well, I can put another load of water over the top once you get past all of this sort of stuff here that just flakes off, because you can just grab handfuls of it and just absolutely tear it apart. It's really, really good stuff. I've found with the Viper Bedding, you don't get any sort of moulding issues that I've had with some before. But what I'll do is I'll just break off the top layer, and then sort of this stuff underneath is still a little bit dry. You could rip it apart, but it's still a little bit dry. So what I'll do is I'll take all the other stuff off that you can just take off with your hands. And then I'll just come in with another jug, put another 2 litres over the top of it, shut it back up, and then leave it again. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and break it all apart. So after another jug of water on top and a little bit of breaking down, it is all completely separated now. So as I said before, I find with this Viper bedding, I haven't had any problems with it as far as moulding and all stuff like that. It's the dust isn't too bad. It's not very dusty at all, really. It's more just getting stuck to my hands because it's a little bit wet. But if you are from the UK and you're having problems with your snake's humidity and stuff like that, and you're using other types of bedding, I'd definitely recommend the Viper bedding. It's really good stuff, and as you can see, one of them has near enough filled that whole tub of mine, and this will last me ages. So, and I have used the hatchling bedding before that they've also got, which that was really good. But since I've gone over to the breeder block, I find it works really well. Definitely great for the humidity, low dust as well. So, and as I said, this method I use, you could use it for any of the other types of blocks as well. So if this video helps, drop it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.